Hi guys, welcome to my latest video. This is the auction haul of Saturday the 25th of June. I'm recording this actually on the Saturday, but the video will probably come out later. I'll maybe try and get it Sunday up, or maybe it might even be Monday or Tuesday. I'm thinking of going to the car boots tomorrow, depending on obviously the weather, and we'll see, because yeah, hopefully the weather's good, and hopefully I do go. So I probably didn't spend as much money as I thought I was actually going to. So I've got a little bit more extra for the car boot now. Although space-wise, I probably haven't really got the space, but obviously I don't really worry about that. I just carry on. Anyway, so basically, let's sort of give you an overview of what I did. I spent £70 altogether. £40 was on the Xbox One, and then £30 of the other free items here. So I'll start with the Wii. It's a little bit sort of grubby and not very nice, because I think it's basically all house clearance stuff from what I can tell. It's got 3 official wheels, a power cable, although I don't think it actually had the AV cable, but that's pretty cheap to buy, so no problem. It's got 1 black official controller and 2 white official controllers. It's got one of those Wii Zapper things for the Zelda Twilight Princess. No, Twilight. Oh no. So it's a Zelda game. I've forgotten what it's called now. Where you can use that Zapper. Link's something. I know I've forgotten now, but never mind. So yeah, 3 steering wheels, 3 official controllers, and 2 official nunchucks, 1 black and 1 white. And obviously the console as well. It's also obviously everything here is all untested. First of all, I should say. So there's obviously the risk of it doesn't work, but I mean, 3 steering wheels alone is probably like 15. What I will do is I'll buy 3 Mario Karts, and then I'll do 1 steering wheel with Mario Kart, and do quantity free for the listing, and then I'll sell them each for £15 hopefully. So that'd be good. I mean, I can get Mario Karts for about £6. So £6, and then so for 15, that's okay, because I've basically effectively got these. Effectively got the steering wheels for free once I sell the other stuff. The controllers at CEX give £8 credit for the controllers, and then they give £2 to the nunchuck. So here I've got £28 straight away back, just if I trade them in with CEX, which is probably what I will do actually, because I find selling the controller with the nunchuck, by the time you're taking off the fees and delivery, you can only sell it really for 15. After taking the fees and delivery, you're basically going to get 10 back. Maybe you might get 11 back, but after your fees and delivery, from that 15, you've basically had and with CEX you obviously get the instant sale. So I think it's better just trading them in. Obviously the Wii I don't want to trade in, because you have to give all the cables with a controller and a nunchuck, and they only give like £14, so there's no point doing that. The Wii I'll try and sell on its own, but again I've been struggling trying to sell Wii individual consoles on their own, so I'm not sure about that one. I might just just have to get rid of it somehow. And then obviously the cable, I'll try and get the AV cable, and the power brick I'll try and use for the black one, which is a black Wii boxed one, which I've got, which will be better for that. Moving on to the PS1, it's just the standard original PS1 with Rayman disc in there, so nothing great really. 2 official controllers, power supply, and a aerial cable, but I'll probably get an AV one instead, because not many people use the aerial anymore. It's only really for CRTs that was for. Yeah, so this was included obviously with it was basically, there was actually 4 lots, and I think I paid £5 for this lot, £5 for the 2 Xbox 360s, and then effectively £20 for the Wii one. Although that does sound quite a lot, obviously, for the Wii, but there was enough there just about to warrant it. So the two Xbox 360s are, right, it came with one game. I don't think that's really got any value. It came also with the wireless adapter, which is actually pretty good. And then obviously official controller, which is even better because the official controller go for 15 on its own anyway, and it's got a rechargeable pack, and it's actually got the cable for the rechargeable pack as well. The cable is here, so yeah, you can actually, I'll be able to test that and see if the actual rechargeable battery works. If it does, that might add some more value to the controller as well, which will be good. So they're in pretty manky condition, but actually that one's not too bad. That one looks a little bit better, but all like the front is kind of broken and what have you, and I'm pretty sure these don't work. I'm pretty sure these are actually spares and repairs, but again, it's just plug it in and see what happens really. It came with a power supply as well, so that's kind of nice. So I've got something to, you know, to be able to test it with, which is good. And then probably the main event, I would say, certainly of this video, and probably I think the pickup of the day for me personally was £40 for an Xbox One. Now this is the latest Xbox. I was like shocked when, like, literally I put my hand up to start off for the bidding, and then literally no one else put their hand up, and it just went, and I was like, wow. I was like, that's just incredible. £40. There we go. Xbox One console, £40. I mean, it's actually quite ridiculous that. Obviously you can see it's like really heavily scratched. That's obviously the biggest downside. It's really badly scratched, but obviously it's got no cables and no controller, which is the big sort of bummer on it, but it's not actually that bad. I think I can get the power supply for about 10. I think I'm gonna have a look on eBay and just check. I'll certainly get a power supply because I certainly want to test it. It'd be well worth testing it just to see if it does work. I mean, looking at the condition, I'd probably say it's not going to work, but I reckon even spares and repairs, I'll get my money back anyway. And you know, I mean, if it does work, that will just be, well, that would just be amazing because these are going for like £200 with a controller, obviously. So yeah, what I would do is if it does work, I'd probably buy the controller as well, obviously as cheaply as possible as I can get it, and then sell it together for £200. Depends how much I can get the controller for. Otherwise, I'll just sell the console for maybe like, I don't know, 170 or something, or maybe even 150 if I have to. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'll go and get a power supply for that, because all I need to do is get it powered on, put the disc in, and hopefully the disc will read automatically without needing the controller. That's what I'm hoping anyway. That's what the Xbox 360 does, so I won't actually need to buy a controller for it, hopefully. Although obviously to actually play the games and what have you, you'd need a controller, but as long as the actual disc actually loads, that's all I need to test really. Oh yeah, with the Xbox 360s, I think yeah, both of them don't actually have hard drives either. That's a little bit of a little bit of a letdown, because if obviously they got the hard drives, you'll get your money back straight away on the hard drives. There's another thing to remember as well. So yeah, I think overall for £70 total spend at the auctions, I mean, I'm really pretty happy with that really. It's all about the Xbox One really. Obviously, if that's working, then it's jackpot time. It's you know, we're quids in, and then the rest will be literally just gravy on top of the big profit that I'll make, which will be really good. If not, I'm pretty sure I can get my money back for the Xbox One, at least in spares and repair. And to be honest, like, I probably even if all the consoles don't work, probably just in spares and repairs, and then obviously with accessories and controllers and what have you, I can get my £70 back straight away. So I feel that I can't lose in any way by doing this. And you know, it's always worth the gamble. I mean, obviously you've got to kind of write off probably about 25% at auctions at least, because you, well, even at car boots to a degree, you've got to write off a little bit because you just can't test it beforehand. So you kind of got to, that's why you kind of got to get it obviously as cheap as you can, because of the risk of, that's the risk of consoles. Whereas video games, you only really need to look at the actual disc itself when you're actually dealing with video games. So the actual, when you actually get to the consoles, obviously you can't test them beforehand. So that's what you've got to factor into your price of what you're paying. That's why I think it's ridiculous when some people at the car boot ask for the full premium eBay price, and it's like, well, I can't test it, can I? And you haven't tested it before, so, or how can I take your word for it that it's all working? You know, that's why I think it's ridiculous asking full price, because you have no protection, you have no comeback. I can't take it. You know, I can't do a 30-day exchange, can I? Like you can on eBay. You have that option to return, but at car boot, you're not going to see that person again, or very unlikely anyway. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little auction video. I've kind of just got to pack this all away now, and then hopefully try and make a little bit of space for car booting tomorrow. But I mean, I don't really want to get that much almost now. I mean, I would like to get more, obviously, but I kind of really am sort of pushing on space now. So I don't. When I go to the car boot tomorrow, I really will try and make an effort to buy as small items as possible. Ideally, I'll get loads of video games, and I'll be fine, because video games are nice and small. But I don't know if that will happen. I mean, I don't know, if the stuff comes up, I think you just got to get it, haven't you? You just got to get it and try and make space as best as you can. That's obviously the difficulty with this game, where you've kind of got to make space where you can and make the best of what you've got, really. Yeah, so I hope you liked that video. I will probably do a whole video tomorrow, although again it might be that small that I might not even bother. Just depends. It depends what happens, really. And then I'll see you basically on the next video. I'm trying to get like a tiny sales report together, where I basically talk about probably like my top 10 sales of the month or something. I think it's probably something I might try and do, or just sort of talk about some of the better sales that I've had in the month, even if I don't do the top 10. I can't really do like you know, like a screen record thing. It's not really possible at the moment, so because I haven't got broadband at home. But I will try and sort something out with that. Yeah, I hope you like that video, guys. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.